All right. Good morning, beautiful people. Happy Saturday. Cory here, and this is Pilates Fusion. So we're going to use the bender ball a little bit. If you don't have one, you can get like a little pillow, kind of mushy pillow. And then you might need another pillow because we will be doing some stuff that we'll be laying and on your pubic bone, and I don't want you to press into that too much. Towel. Good morning, Jen. If you have a chair, guys, I have a chair here, something you can hang on to. Grab that now, and then we'll get started. If you don't have any of that equipment, guys, it's okay. We'll make do with what you have. Be mindful and respectful of your beautiful body. All right, so as you guys are getting your stuff, remember, I'm going to cue opposite, so it'll be my, when I'm doing my left, it'll be your right. All right, so we're going to start at the back of your mat, standing nice and tall with your feet hip-width apart. I just want you to give me a big inhale and exhale. Keeping the shoulders pulled back and down. Let's just do that again. That felt so good. Big inhale and exhale. Oh yeah, one more time. Notice how good you feel on the rib cage in, and as you start to tuck the chin, rounding down, rounding through, lift it up through the rib cage, and walk the hands out into a plank. Now I just want you to set your knees down, keep your toes curled under. Take your hands farther out in front of you, and I want you to inhale, exhale, push your hips back towards your heels, and then come straight back nice and long into a knee plank, and then push back, and then come back up. And just flow through that as you push your chest out. Give me 8 more. After it nice and tight, your knees are down. You're just warming up the shoulders. And breathe through it. Beautiful. Give me 3 more. And 2. And 1, and then lift your knees and just push up into a downward dog. Just walk that elephant a couple of times. So you're just going to alternate the knees, the heels, push them to the floor. Good. And hold. Walk the right hand in, walk the left, bend your knees when you need to. Walk. And then I just want you to hold here. You can bend your knees and just give me a little waggle with that tush side to side, a little golf waggle. Your feet are anchored into the floor. I was wondering when somebody big was coming. Hold center and then roll all the way back up. Perfect time for me to roll up as somebody gives me a nice juicy all food wet kiss. Thank you. Give me another inhale, reach it up center. Beautiful. And slow back down. We're going back down, so I want you to tuck round through the belly, come all the way down. Walk the hands out. Perfect. Now, as you're in that nice long plank, I just want you to hold here, okay? Just hold, pull the abs in tight, and then walk that right foot. Take it straight forward. Hands are still on the floor. That foot is between. Open up the right hand towards the knee to the sky and just look straight up to the sky. You're lifting up out of the shoulder on the hand that's on the floor. Beautiful. Come all the way back. Now as you come back, I want you to take the left hand to the outside of your mat and lift that right hand again. So it's just a little more open. Now pull that left leg through. Now as you're holding your butt, left leg pivoted right through, you're anchored into your right heel. I just want you to lift and lower that front right leg. Lift and lower. Whichever one is through. Give me 8. Come on, Brad. What's up? 7. Yes, you can sit your butt down and just do this. This is modified. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and pull it back through. Take the hands back down on the floor so you're in a runner's lunge right here, and lift the arms. Now, as you're lifting the arms, draw the shoulder down. Resituate yourself with that back leg. I want you to bring the knee down to the floor and straight back up. But notice your front leg is not unloading. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring both arms back down each side of that foot. Reach that right leg back. Take it to the ceiling and just hold. Beautiful. Come back to a plank. The right leg is still off of the floor. Draw the knee into the chest. Push it up, downward dog. Reach it to the ceiling. We're going to do 10 of those. Pull it in. Inhale, exhale. Drive it up. Let the hip open. If you need to place your knee down, this is modified. Reach it long. Go inhale, exhale. 7 and 6. Flow through it. What feels best for you? 5, 4. Good. 3. We just jumped right into it. 2. The last one, you're going to hold that leg nice and long. Now, you either stay here or you bend the leg and open up the hip. We're going to flip that dog. If you don't want to, stay right here. Go ahead and open up and just hold for 10, 9, 8. Squeeze the butt. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back. Lift that leg nice and long. Set that foot back down. Just hold that downward dog. Take a deep breath in. Bend your knees. 2 options. Hop forward or walk your feet towards your hands. I'm going to hop, and then I'm going to lengthen, and I'm going to come all the way back up. Nice and tall. Beautiful. I'm at the end of my mat. I'm going to turn around. We're going to do that same thing on the opposite side. Big inhale. Exhale, forward fold, hollow out the belly. Change, remember gears. Rolling down, I said change because I have a chain over my head. Walk those hands all the way back out. Now, before we kept the toes curled, you set your knees down, walk the hands out in front, pushing the hips back, and then come forward. If you want to do this loaded beast with the knees up, feel free to do that. We have 7 more. Push the hips back. Go into the palms, reaching forward. 5 more. Beautiful. Keeping the abs tight, keeping the butt tight. 3, 2, and 1, and hold. Now, if your knees are down, lift your knees if you can. Take that left leg forward. Hold. Open up left side. Hand goes to the ceiling. Just hold. Beautiful. Come back. Place both hands on the floor. Take that left hand to the outside of the mat. Lift the opposite hand. Yes? No? Take the right hand, sorry guys, to the outside of the mat. Lift that hand, pull it through. I don't know why I got turned around there. Sorry about that. Lift and lower that leg for 10, 9, 8. Out of the shoulder. 7. You can sit your butt down and just do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back through. Both hands are flat on the floor. Inhale, exhale, lift up. You're in that runner's lunge. Yeah? Here we go. Now, resituate. So when you go down, this knee stays directly over the ankle, not like this, okay? Straight down. Tap. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Bring the hands back down. Reach that left leg behind you. Downward dog. Single leg. Inhale, exhale. Bring that knee into the chest. Push it back. 10. Inhale. Reach to the ceiling. Let that hip open up. You can place that opposite knee on the floor. 7 more. Good. I want you to feel that body temperature heat up. 4 more. Breathe. 3. Gonna flip that dog. 2, or just arrow back. Last one, hold it. Reach it, bend. Let that heel come back towards your tush. Flip the dog if it feels good. Lift the hips out of that shoulder. 10 seconds. Woo! I'm feeling good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Flip it back. Reach that leg long. Come back to a plank and just hold. Hold. Float the knees down to the floor. You're going to give me 10 tricep push-ups. Yes, you can lift your legs if you like. I'm going to choose to put my knees down. Push the head forward. Reach the elbows towards the hips. Here we go. 10, 9, 8. Abs are in tight. 7. Hips go towards the floor. 2, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push back. Take your knees apart and just give me a child's pose. Beautiful. Take a nice deep breath in. Inhale, exhale, curl the toes under. Downward dog. Yes. Now, either walk the feet to the hands or jump. Hold. Come all the way back up. Big inhale. Oh, I'm turning like a rotisserie. All right, guys, so you got the flow, right? If you want to go a little faster, if you want to make some of these harder, feel free to do that. How do we do that? We increase the range of motion. Yes. Big inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin, round out the belly. One vertebrae at a time. Coming all the way down. Walk it all the way out. Perfect. Take that right leg between the left hand and the right hand. Keep the left hand anchored. Open up that right hand to the ceiling. Beautiful. Now hold that hand to the ceiling. Take your left hand to the outside of the mat. Yes. Now your left leg is coming through. Sit on the floor or not. Lift up through the shoulders. And here we go. Lift and lower for 10, for 9, inner thigh, 8. Butt, hamstring on the other side. Shoulders, core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thread it back through. Both hands are on each side of the foot. Inhale, exhale, come up. Lower for 10 and lift. Abs in tight. 5, 7, 6. Had to add an extra because you guys weren't joining me. 4, 3, 2. Spiral both arms back down to the floor. Take that right leg back. Keep it lifted. Reach it to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. Knee to chest. Push it back. 10, 9, 8. Show me. 7. Reach that toe to the ceiling. 6, 5. Reach forward. You want to go into that plank, Jen. 3. Come on. 2. Last one. Hold it back there. Elbows. Either hold here or flip the dog. 10. Hold it. Lift up out of that chest, out of that shoulder for 5, 4, 3. Butt and hamstrings are working. And flip it back. Reach that leg. Back to a plank. Set that foot down. Bend your knees. Walk or hop in. Come all the way up. Back on one vertebrae at a time. Coming all the way up. Doing it. How are we doing, guys? All right, one more time on this side. You got it, Stephanie. Just listen to my cues. I promise I won't do wrong on this one. Inhale, exhale, reach it up. Tuck the chin, hollow out the belly. Shoulders, bend the knees, bend the hips. Walk it all the way out. Beautiful. Now, we're going to add in, you're here. Take the hands a little farther in front of you. Take the feet a little farther apart. Push the hips back, loaded beast. Remember this, you could do it with your knees down. 8. Push the hips back. 7, 6, 5. Oh yeah. 4, 3. Who knew I was getting a shoulder workout today? And 1, and hold. Take that left leg forward. Right arm is anchored. Open up and just hold. Towards the knee. Gaze is at the ceiling. Down at the floor. Whatever feels best for you. Now shift your weight a little bit into that front foot. Take the right hand to the outside of the mat. You're going to take that right leg through. Hold. Lift and lower. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, yes, 5, body weight, come on, inner thigh, 2, 1, pull it back through, lift up, runner's lunge, squeeze the tush, down and up, 10, 9, 8, come on, bud, 7, I want that knee tapping every time, come on, Char, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, reach the hands down, take that left leg to the ceiling, just hold, reach the toe, reach out of that hip, take the hips back towards the floor, knee to chest, inhale, exhale, reach it to the ceiling, 10, knee to chest, reach it long, you're still using that opposite leg. How low can you get into that plank and still drive that knee towards the middle of your hands? You got it. 4 more. Woo! I think you can get lower, Jen. 3, 2, why not try? It's Super Saturday. Last one, hold it. Arabesque, which just means your heel is towards your butt. Hold here, let that hip open. You got it, Lisa. Flip the dog and hold. For 10, for 9, drive the hips to the ceiling. Out of the shoulder. 5, 4, beautiful. 3, 2, flip it back. Leave that leg to the ceiling. Come down. Now, take your hands a little wider. Regular push-ups, 10 of them. Get down there, kids. Now, knee can be down or knee can be up. I'm going knees down. I hate push-ups. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Take the knees apart. Push back. Downward dog. Child's pose. Just reach your hands out in front. Take a nice deep breath in. Fill the lungs up. And then exhale slowly. Beautiful. And your next breath, just come up. And we're going to flip all the way over onto our tush, where we're going to go into a set of core, Stephanie, where we're going to actually work your abdominals. So I want you to hold on to the chin, hold on to the quads. Just slowly start to tuck through the tailbone. Coming down one vertebrae at a time until you're completely on the floor. Ah, that feels so good. Now, a couple things I always want to remind you. What starts the initiation? Squeeze the Kegels, okay? That starts the core, starts that pelvic floor connection. Always remember to have an imprint of your spine on the floor, but not smashing a little grape underneath there. Save that for the wine, okay? If you feel at any time you're feeling a strain through your back, never bring your legs lower. Modify and kick your legs towards the ceiling a little bit. Yes or yes? All right, perfect. Inhale, exhale. I want you to pull that right leg in tabletop, that left leg in tabletop. Now, you can relax your arms down to your side. Your head's just going to be relaxed. But always keep both knees in the hip alignment. If you come in a little bit, it'll help you with your back. It's a little less. If you move farther out, you might feel hip flexor or your back might come off the floor. So just be conscious of what's working with your body. Relax down. Draw the Kegels in. Inhale. Take that toe and just give it a little toe tap. And then alternate to the other side. Now, guys, this is where I really want you to just close your eyes for a moment. You're not using the leg muscle. A lot of us do this, and I've been there. You just go through the motion, you're like drifting off thinking about something else. Focus on your body right now, your beautiful self. And as you keep alternating, feel that deep connection through the pelvic floor. These are times so we don't need to count. All we're doing is realizing the leg muscles aren't doing anything. Good, we have 10 seconds. So this just starts the process between the belly button and the pubic bone. That thread, tighten it up. Good. Last one, and then we're just going to do the same thing with both legs. If it's too much, go back to the singles. Here we go. Does it matter if you tap? No. You're going to your range of motion. You're never bringing your knees in closer unless you have to. So even with the knees in line with the hips, you're using that lower section. Beautiful. Now notice, are your feet going a little bit higher than the knee level? Are you losing that tabletop? Oh, don't you dare stop. Come on, you want to chase that burn. You got it. We have 15 seconds. Draw the rib cage in. I always like to stand, kind of put my hands on my stomach so I still feel that lower rib tightening, getting closer to the hip bone, not getting farther away. Last one. Beautiful. Take the legs straight up to the ceiling. Guys, there is no break. What are we doing? All right, head is still relaxed down, shoulders relaxed down, arms are out to the side, whatever feels best for you. We're gonna take single legs, long legs, take it down towards the floor. Now I realize some of you won't be able to go all the way to the floor, it's okay. If you feel you need to bend your knees, bend, right? You're the only one that's gonna get stronger. Now, as you're taking that down, squeeze the kegels, engage the glutes and the hamstring. So you are reaching. Good. And you just keep alternating nice and slow. This is all work below that belly button. Gosh, you guys look so gorgeous today. Come on, Brad. Yes. We have about 20 more seconds, and then we take it into the progression with just both legs. Make sure you're not using the hip flexors. They're not the dominant muscle here. Closing your eyes. Don't worry about breathing. You will eventually breathe. It's an involuntary response. It's going to happen. Just notice what you're feeling. Last one on the left. Good. And now we're going into both legs. Yes, yes we can. In 3, 2. Now some of you will only give me that right there, and I'll take that. Guys, when you come back up, make sure you're not using momentum. Not using momentum. If you're feeling your lower back, guys, I want you to squeeze the kegels. That lower back is staying imprinted into the floor. You feel you're using a little more hip flexors. Let your knees go out wide, as I just did right there. Good. You have 30 seconds. Woo. Good. Remember, you're only challenging yourself with your range of motion. It feels good. It feels challenging. Doesn't feel pain. Got it. Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're going to take the hands to the side. You can turn your palms over. You can turn your palms here. We're going to add a little butt lift, and I want you to think about winking your butt to the ceiling, okay? So you're going to come back here. You're going to lift and then down slow. So it's a controlled lift. I lift. I wink up at that ceiling, and then I take my legs back out. Keep the knees bent, keep the legs long. It is not momentum. When you get it to that lift, you're slowly tucking one vertebrae at a time back down to the floor, and then the legs go long. Yes or yes? Here we go. Inhale, exhale, lift. You can cross the legs You can leave them bent. You can take them long. Beautiful. Very good. I had some requests for that area underneath the belly button. So you're getting it right now, team. I like it. Remind yourself, so glad I get to work out today, right? Beautiful. So I'm just allowing my knees to go out wide because my hip flexors have always been dominant, those gosh darn things. From kickboxing years ago, they still act like they want to work a lot harder. 15 seconds. And then we'll bring it up with that bender ball after one more set of this lower belly. I promise, I hope you guys feel this tomorrow. Last one. Excellent. All right, so both legs are long again. You're just going to lower single leg down and lift it straight back up. Come with me. Single leg. Other leg is to the ceiling or tabletop. Now, as you're lowering that leg down, I see some of you guys doing it really fast. Why? This is why we're not counting. This is why we're really focusing on that connection. Squeezing the heels. Activate the glute and the hamstring. Make sure you're not getting a hip pop. If you are, shorten the range of motion, okay? We don't want that hip pop. Close the rib cage, less than 30 seconds. We have the other side, and then we'll bring it up into that bender ball for some nice, juicy booty work. Oh, yeah. Notice, are you fatiguing? Are you feeling that deep burn in there? You are good. Just keep moving through it. I love it. 5, 4, 3, 2. There is no stopping. Switching legs, opposite side. Reach it and straight up. Feel the imprint of the spine on the floor. It means it's not mashing. Breathe. Yes. So good. You got the movement. Make sure you're now feeling that breath. 30 seconds, guys. Come on, Brad. Come on, Shar. Nice, Stephanie. Good, Jen. No more. Woo. 10 seconds. Last one, and beautiful. Bring those knees into the chest and just hug the knees. Oh, rock it side to side. Take your feet wider than the mat. Your feet are anchored on the floor. Let both knees flow over to the camera and back to center and opposite side. So just feel the hip flexors open up a little bit. Just side to side. Take it a couple more times. Should feel like a nice stretch in there. And last time to the other side. If you want to leave your knees to the side and come to your side, coming all the way up, coming into standing position. Again, if you have a ball, grab that ball, okay? If you have a chair, grab your chair. If you don't, just grab something that you can hang on to. Or if you have a fat pillow, that will work as well, if you don't have a bender ball. Love those abdominals, Shar. Okay, so the chair is just a little bit of support for you. If you don't need it, you have a bar, you have ballet bars, then you could use those as well. I want you to take that bender ball behind that leg, whatever leg you're on. Let's call this the right leg, and I'm on my right leg, okay? Other leg is anchored. Now, you're gonna be about 1.5 feet away from the chair. Both arms are on the chair. You're still lifting up out of the rib cage, but I want a nice long spine. So I want you to avoid this, okay? Soften that standing leg. Gaze is straight down. Look down at your knees. They're right beside each other. Now, if you drop your bender ball, you have to give me 10 push-ups. So I need that nice squeeze. Heel coming towards, not a toe point. So flex. Abs are in tight. The knee is right there, and you're just going to lift it straight up as high as you can without changing your spine. So push the heel to the ceiling and release back down. Now, your arms can be slightly bent if they're on the chair, but you are not changing your spine. You're lifting up through the rib cage, keeping it nice and tight. Push back and release down. Push back. Now, once again, we're doing these for 1 minute. These are standing donkey kicks. Beautiful. Push back. So you're isometric on that standing leg, which is my left. And then you're working a little bit of hamstring and a lot of glute, push, butt, all that good stuff. Booty work right here. We have less than 10 seconds. Uh-oh. Push it up. Good. And you're going to hold it to the top, abs in tight, and then just press it up. Press it. Press it. So that range of motion just shortened. I love to see that heel coming in tighter towards your butt, guys. That's it, Brad. Get it. Breathe. And you're giving me that baby push for 30 seconds. You have less than 15. Gorgeous. Push, push, push. Come on. Come on, Shar. Come on, Jen. Guys, squeeze it. I want to see that pop. 3, 2, hold. Now take the leg to the side. Try not to lean into that standing leg too much, and then just lower straight back down. Your foot and your knee are equal, not here, okay? Tabletop, straight back down. Back of the day, fire hydrants. Here we go. Lift and lower. 60 seconds on these. Now, I just readjusted because I was putting a lot of weight into the standing leg. Just because I really wanted to hike that leg higher. Try to avoid that, okay? Doesn't matter how high you go, but I want it flat. I want that heel even with the knee. Woo! Standing leg, that knee is bent. Oh yeah. Lift and lower. Gorgeous. Lift and lower. Got about 15 seconds. I wish that we were done after this. We're still gonna work through a couple more on that standing leg. Is gonna be talking to you. Last one, perfect. Now, take the heel behind you and then bring it straight back to that tabletop with that fire hydrant, okay? So push the heel behind you, straight back. Push it back, straight even. Good. You have 30 seconds of this one. You're really feeling that glute, that hamstring on that standing leg. Block it out now. I'm not going to mention that leg again. It's not even there. What? Good. Straight back. You can see yourself in the mirror. I like it. Last one. And perfect. Don't sit it down yet. Take that knee, push it behind, and come up, knee lift. Push it behind, sit into that standing leg, straight back up. Push it back, straight back up. So you're reaching back into that hip on that standing leg, high knee. Don't drop my ball, I don't like push-ups. Lift. This will be the last one on this side. Oh! My ball does not like staying, it's not sticking. I should have put some Velcro back there. Lift, high knee. So we're engaging a little more core. Beautiful. You got less than 20 seconds, Stephanie. Come on. I'm with you. Good. Yes. 10 seconds, team. Hello. 3. Lift. 2, lift, and 1, and lift. Holy poo-poo. So I'm going to cross over to standing leg over the opposite knee and just sit into it. So figure 4, push that hip back. Ooh, how do we do that, guys? Thumbs up. Jen, how do we do? Do you need longer? Do you need a little more work? Oh, nice. So I'm just going to flip my chair around. I'm going to go into the opposite side just so you guys can see this side. All right. Reach that ball behind. Fix your feet. I like to put my foot even between the 2 hands. And I got a nice flat back, so everybody's going to be different. Abs are engaged. Lift up through that rib cage. Soften the standing leg. Donkey kicks. Reach to the ceiling. Squeeze the heel closer to the butt. Actively using that hamstring. Now, if you want to, absolutely, I have a high bar top chair. You can go down on your elbows. It's up to you. If this works and it keeps your back flat, shoot, go for it. I'm liking it, but what I want you to avoid doing, Brad, is going into your shoulders. So your shoulders are reaching up near your ears. Pull them down. Breathe into it. Gorgeous. We have 20 seconds, and then we have that 30-second push at the top. Breathe. Oh, yeah. Push it up. Push it up. So good. 5, 4. I'm looking for that burner. Excellent. Last one. Hold it up. Your flat foot is still flexed. Yes, you're not pointing the toe. You're flexing it. And reach it to the ceiling. Let's go. Reach it up. Standing leg is bent. Your abs are drawn in. You're not collapsing through your rib cage. So I always see people do this, and they get this wiggle going, and they try to get higher, and they're just straining their back. So no movement through there. That is pure butt cheek. Flex that foot, Brad. Come on, squeeze it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, fire hydrants straight up and release. And again, notice, are you starting to lean into that standing leg a little more? I'm gonna come up on this one. Always competition with myself, right? To reach a little farther. But on this one, my hips won't allow it. So I'm not gonna force that. Lift and lower, 60 seconds. Breathing through it. Zip that rib cage. Boom. Shoulders away from the ears. Looks so good. 30 more seconds. Bringing that knee. Squeeze it in. You're still even working the inner thigh. Squeezing it in. All right, keep going. I have an itch on my foot. Up. Lift and lower. There you go. 15 seconds. Come on, get that heel just as high as that knee. You're going to hold it at the top in 5, and then you're going to make sure that foot is flexed, and you're going to press that heel back behind the other leg. Hold it at the top, okay? Push it back, bring it in, lower down. Lift, push back, and lower down. Push back, and lower down. Good. So again, small range of motion. Hip opens up a little bit. Woo! You can be on your elbows, but you're lifting up through the rib cage either way. I like it. Almost there, guys. 15 seconds. And we have that miniature curtsy. Hello. And yes, you might be feeling it in the standing legs so much more. That's a good thing. Last one. Push it back. All right, here we go into that curtsy. Push the hips back and then come all the way up. Knee lift. Push it back. Knee lift. 60 seconds. Now, how low can you go? You're using that chair to really push back. Your foot is still anchored. The ball of the foot feels it as well. Heel is anchored. Standing leg. Oh, hello. Nice. Push back and lift. Gorgeous, guys. 30 seconds. You know what? You guys are so lucky. Where'd the time go? I had so much more planned for you today. What happened? 15 seconds. Whew. Yes. And up. Last 5. You got it. Lift a high knee. 4, 3, 2, last one, and release. Set that ball down. Take your standing leg, cross it over, sit into it. Oh. Woo! Yes, this is as low as I could get my butt right now. Figure 4. Let's feel that stretch. Come all the way up. We're going to start a little bit of a stretch laying on the floor on your stomach. So we're going to do a little bit of swimmers and then we'll be done. So come all the way down onto your tummy. I want you to just take the right hand on the floor, press it in front, take the left hand on top. Take your feet about hip width apart. You're going to keep your forehead on the hands. Keep your feet on the floor, they're wide as the mat. Inhale, exhale, draw the belly button in and just lift your hands. Gaze still stays straight down. And then release back down. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, engage the core, lift up. Relax back down. And again, inhale, exhale, lift. You're just trying to lift the chest slightly off of the floor. On the next one, guys, I want you to just alternate the feet. So your head stays down, lift the right leg, reach it out of the femur, out of that hip socket, set it back down. Lift the left leg. Good, set it back down. And just alternate nice and slow as if someone's pulling that big toe away from your body. They're pulling from the femur. One more time on the right. One more time on the left. And then we're going to put it all together. You're going to lift both legs off to the ground, lifting the quadriceps up. At the same time that you lift your hands, that your head stays on the hands, gaze is straight down. Inhale, exhale, lift up. And just hold. Abs are drawn in, squeeze the kegels, and relax back down. We're going to progress this into little swimmers, but keep your head straight down to the floor. Inhale, exhale, lift up. Extend the arms straight out, and then just lift the right hand and the left leg a little bit higher and switch. So opposing arms and legs, and give me those little swimmers for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, set the hands down, curl the toes under, take the palms to the floor, and just push up into a downward dog. Breathe. Walk that dog a couple of times, just like we did in warm-up. Notice how good you feel. Guys, remember, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Backyard Fitness by Cory, or follow me on Instagram. Bend your knees when you need to. Walk the right hand in, walk the left, walk the right, walk the left. Slowly coming up, stacking one vertebrae at a time till you come up to the top. Big breath in. Beautiful. Bring the hands together down to heart center. You guys are done. Awesome work today. Thank you so much, guys.